Kiss Racing on Zwift. Here you will find enjoyment, pain and Type 2 fun. Make sure you have Kiss in your surname followed by your racing cat in brackets. This can be done via the Zwift mobile link or by the menu button. Click the menu button on the bottom left of your screen, and then by using the edit pencil icon, you can change your name. See how others in the group have their names set up? You should follow this style. Power-ups are allowed for this race, and you can also ride any bike of your choice. Try and grab a wheel or work together in groups. The draft will help everyone out and also make for a great race. You will see the time of those in front start to come down. Results will be found on zwiftpower.com after the race, but please be patient and wait for the official result banner to appear before asking any questions regarding placings. Now make sure your fan is turned on, you have a towel nearby and a full bidon ready. Have fun and race on.
Morning. Morning. It's a little bit bizarre. Morning. I think the winter time is difficult. Definitely. Especially if it's been wet as well. I know. You'd think they'd just do the hilly ones, wouldn't you? Like me. That's a terrible joke. Oh, mate. So I saw Ash had the droplet yesterday. That is very unfortunate. But what can you do? What do you mean? Did he do like a Pritchard? Get dropped on the descent? Freewheeling. Hi Ruben. What is it with these Chinese jokes? It's quite a hard loop actually, this, isn't it? Because you've got these little kicks where people seem to get strung out. Anyway, today's race is part of a training session. I don't know yet whether I'm going to get involved in the finish, but probably will. But today is like basically a 2-hour session of just general zone 1, zone 2 with a little bit of this. And tonight we've got CV Arcade, so it's a bit of an opener. Yeah, it is definitely a short burst interval course, isn't it? It'll be over pretty quick. Less than an hour, isn't it? What do you reckon? Oh, these two spikes are really close together as well. How long is that timeline I'm on? Like 5 minutes? And to be fair, I don't think Leo would have caught me either. I'm not really racing against them all, am I? To be fair, it probably is, because Zwift favours the strong riders, and I'm not particularly strong. I'm not a strong bike rider. I'm just light and just happen to be able to keep hold of my watts. Like, I've not raced against any of those guys, which pees me off a little bit. Even then, like the Alp, it's not, it's still not exactly the right place. Like, it needs to be repeated efforts rather than just one long effort. The long effort is good, but yeah, I'm not raced them for ages. Holding my front space here, ready for the assault. This hill's not kind. Yes, I'm racing Kid. Yeah. Saturdays and Sundays, they always put them there because that's generally when people aren't working. But because that's when people aren't working, that's when I'm doing most of my community work and stuff like that. So that's why I can't always do them. Yeah, I know all these races, but I want to race in like, you know, like the Tour de Zwift Pro-Am. Like, that's what I need to race. You know what I mean? Like, Scotty Vice doing 7+ watts per kilo all day long. That's what I need to be in. Like, granted, that's probably the only one that would give me a good indication of my performance, but That's it, see? What does that DQ tell you? The DQ for me, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, he got DQ because he was doing too much power, wasn't he? Or did he get DQ because he didn't provide secondary data? Well, I can't see how that's... How is that not... How can you not provide enough data? If you're uploading every day to Strava, all the data's there. Or am I missing something? From where? From Strava. Junk miles. From Zwift power, okay. Why would you do that then? Yeah, how long ago was that? Because I heard that. Is he riding back and forth to work again? Yeah. I spoke to Lanta Brewers before we put that video out. She asked me whether or not word for word, but this is roughly what it was. He asked me if it was possible to do that power, and I said yes. And he said, road glitch, and it's got like the best recorded 23-minute effort or something at like 6.3, 6.4 during a race. But I said, yeah, like 7 watts per kilo is totally achievable for a fresh 20 minute. That's what I'm going to do this year. And so we're like, yeah, that's like the difference that he said, what would happen if you turned up to the National Hill Climb Challenge last year and, you know, you had your power schedule at like, you know, 435 watts for 12 minutes. What if the day before you lost 3 kilos? Do you think you'd have the same performance? I was like, well, when you put it like that, I probably wouldn't. But then again, it is only a 12-minute effort. But we're talking about, what did Scotty do, like a 36-minute effort? 33-minute effort? So it's like, I don't know. Like, I think it's achievable. Like, I've done 15 more time trials. I've done about 6.4. It's taken me about half an hour. But I don't know. I have no idea. So what I said was basically is that the numbers are totally achievable. It's whether or not, you know, any athlete can do those numbers. What do you mean by irony, Robin? And thank you, by the way. I appreciate you taking the time to write all this out. Yeah, he did think it was probably highly improbable. But I was told by some riders in like the pro scene in the UK that if I can do 7 watts per kilo for 20, which I came very close to last year, that's better than banal. But then, what does that mean? Like, I'm realistic. You know, that means nothing. It means I can do the numbers, and that's probably it. It's always worth taking everything with a pinch of salt. I'm a bit far back. Thank you, Robin. Banal's numbers always seem low because he's so light. If he goes around averaging 166 watts it's because that's his borderline zone 1, zone 2. You know, for example. Probably isn't, but you know what I'm saying? Sometimes his normalised power is quite high. And now his elevation's all to muck in it. He was like correcting it for a short period of time in his titles. And then I think he got bored of it. Are we picking up like C category riders? I don't really want to get stuck here, no, do I? Yeah, that's right, yeah. I don't know if he knows about that. To be fair, I'm surprised he's even allowed to keep his power data on there. Because Robert Gessinger's just taken his off. Ben Zwift, he's still got his on there. Band of climbers. I know. It's incredible actually. So I approached them just after the Nationals. And we're working on a cloth cap for one, but as I'd gone to them already, to the cloth cap, I was like, is that really? Okay, I didn't know that. Guessing. That's interesting. So yeah, as we were like working with them for a cloth cap, I put the idea to them about a skin suit, and they said yes. So they're in charge of making a British hill climb skin suit, British champion skin suit, which will be coming soon. But after that, they were like, "Would you like to like wear some of the kit and just use it for the alternative calendar?" So hill climb events, you know, when I go out to do Alpe d'Huez, everything where I go out to do, you know, my own kind of hill climbing thing, I wear it, or I at least wear the kit. I was like, yeah. So I became an ambassador. Now, there's also, after that then, I was like, this actually like opens the door, because now I've got the ability to get people who I believe in on board, so sponsors, to back the alternative racing calendar. And a lot of them, because it's such a growing thing, and like sponsors love this kind of different promotion idea, they're all over it. Nearly every sponsor I kind of pitched the idea to, they were like, yes, like, we'll do that. It's going to be spicy. Thank you, Grace. Thank you very much. Cheers, Lord. Cheers, my monkey. I'll see you soon, yeah? Thank you. Ruben, I'm doing it as the TT for the Marmot, yeah. Both me and no. Yeah, to give it away. Anyway, yes, so I'm going to be doing it, I think it's on the Friday, and then the Marmot is on the Sunday. So yeah. Dude, me and Phil Guyman have been in talks a little bit. We're looking more towards like next year, because it's highly likely I won't be British champion next year. So yeah, there's ideas in the pipeline. You don't have to do the TT. Just cheer us on. Throw my name on the road. So yeah, just it's brilliant to work with band of climbers on this separate thing. It's like two lots of sponsors who do different things, so St. Piran and the road team, this is the way it's going now almost in cycling. So you've got, that ties with them, and then the minute I kind of go and do like Mallorca, Alpe d'Huez, there's like a shift, and then, because I'm not actually riding for somebody else, I'm riding for myself, and the sponsors who want to support it, so we've got like nearly every supporter is a British brand, which I think you're going to love. So we've got kit, obviously bike, helmet, a few other things. So I'm just doing all the work now to pay the Mac, But like, it's pretty cool because they're just purely about climbing, and it was almost like a no-brainer. What they do, what they stand for. I'm sure some of you have seen them on Instagram. They just love big climbs, and I'm going to be going out with them this year to a few places. So we're going to Calpe middle of March, and then the Tour de Stations in August. That's going to be unreal, so I've been told. So we're going out as a family, and doing the events, and although they do want me to have a go at a few things, well, I say you've got a full 48 hours of recovery, at least to me. Yeah. Hey, rice cooker. I love your profile picture. Yeah. Mama is tough. Like, it's tough for everybody. Not just for normal people. Definitely, what I would do, I'd go into the time trial, if I was you, a lot fresher than you normally would, knowing that probably the TT is going to take a lot out of you. You know, let's face it, if you're shooting for an hour at threshold, that's going to be painful, you know. So if I was you, I'd take 2 days off before it, you know, at least. And try this as well in training, in preparation. Take the 2 days off, do a 1 hour threshold effort, and then take a day off, and then do a hard long ride. See how you respond to it. Simple. Or, as you say, small spin day before. Ugh, yuck. Fever. Alright, Paul. For a start, brilliant blokes. I love Clancy, love Briggs. Brilliant guys. I think they've got support from Condor, which is, again, brilliant. Condor, great brand. And yeah, they're giving back, and I think almost they're filling a hole a little bit in kind of that junior bubble, like where the juniors go, what do they do. It's all part of development. If you lose that part, it becomes very difficult to bring young guys through. So I think it's brilliant what they're doing. Plus, Briggsy has got a kid, also called Ruben, by the way, and so you know, he's no stranger to helping kids out then. You should definitely take a minute off that. You can do it. Got 2 laps to go. Oof. so much easier being at the front there. So, thanks for Robin, thanks for that. I wish more people stream, because then you could like jump between like streams, almost like with Zwift Community Live. Whenever they do like a stream of a big race, you have some riders with cameras, and that just gives you such an insight. But like they should be streaming already, you know, so you can interact with them, chat to them, you know, everything. Look at Lucy Way on Sharper Bike. What power-ups are going to be? Oh, that's a feather. Phil. Phil who? Bike racing. Don't mercy. Is that the power he's able to do now? Yeah. I know. I'm helping him out now. Yeah, I'm helping him out. He's been doing polarized training, so after our chat about 4 weeks ago, he's completely switched his training to basically doing what I do. And yeah, it works, but I'm not surprised because it works for a lot of people. And it works on small hours. I do it. Matt Holmes does it, you know, surprisingly. He does a lot of 15-hour weeks. The thing is with polarized is, not only are you doing zone 1 and zone 2, which is conditioning. I need to do a video on this, but you're doing, it's interesting, you can do a lot more zone 5 and zone 6. And because you're doing so much of it, you can recover, so you're doing zone 1, zone 2. And if you're doing zone 3, you won't be able to recover. It's interesting, but it just works for a lot of people. Okay. Steven Sealer, yeah. He's the man. He's the man, honestly. Yeah, Robin. Are you on Strava? Have a look at my Strava. Yesterday I did a really good ride. So I basically did nearly all of my ride, hour and a half, is zone 1, zone 2. Nothing in the middle. And then I did a load of intervals where I did 30-15s. 30 seconds hard, zone 5, zone 6, 30 seconds recovery. And you can see in the workout I spent a total of 18 minutes over 400 watts, not all in one. And that's the benefit. Your heart rate goes up, it spikes, it spikes, it spikes, it dips, it goes up and down. But it has this effect of keeping you at that level, so you get a lot of really, really good quality training. But you don't do them often. You do like one session every, 10 days maybe. One session like that that's that hard. So you've got to be kind of clever. Like, a lot of the sessions are filler sessions, similar, but not quite as hard. Because you don't always want to be overreaching. You want to be slightly overreaching, consistently recovering, and then every so often, bang, you go. And so, that then has the effect of slowly increasing your fitness. But yeah, take a look. There's a screenshot and everything on there, so you'll be able to see it. There's a really good TED talk with Steven Seiler in. It's worth watching. It's only about 10 minutes, and it's quite recent. And he shows you like Team Sunweb. He shows you some elite cross-country skiers and how they train. And a lot of their training, similar format. What we kind of get lost in the information as outsiders to the professional cycling training scene is we forget that although they might be doing 20 mile on a training ride, they're doing that because A, they're either in a group, or B, their fitness is so high that riding at 20 mile an hour is actually like still zone 1, zone 2. So I think we forget, because we're misled by just general information, that it looks like they're going hard because of their speed, but it turns out they're so fit and efficient that they're still going really easy. See where I'm coming from? Sorry if that's bored you to death, but I'm really interested in it, hence why I enjoy helping people. Simple as that, really. Thing is, Paul, I can give away all the secrets in the game, but you have to do it, truth be told. And I know that a lot of people either can't do it or won't do it, and then there's some of you that are really interested in it, and you will apply it. And I do it for those small minority, and that's it really. And why not share it? Because it's a story that kind of, I guess, only some people can tell, and it's a bit of a legacy. You can always share things that can help people. Okay, the killer bit coming up now. You can, but you got to remember it's different muscles. So just remember, you're fatiguing different muscles and training different muscles ever so slightly. So they become efficient at running, not necessarily efficient at cycling, but you still get some kind of fitness from it, you know. So it's not, there's no definite answer, but we're going to go from a K out, we're going to go on this little dip, a really long surge, unless somebody already goes. Okay. Big leader. Okay, where should we go? Where should we go? Okay, so racing in general, not just Zwift racing, you'll cover a lot of power zones, although you will generally see, thing is with Zwift you're not freewheeling, so I guess the problem with Zwift is you're constantly pedaling, and therefore you're either in zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, zone 6, you know, whatever. If you're racing out on a road in a road race, because of the nature of being in a bunch, you can actually do a ton of basically 0 to 100 watts. So freewheeling, innit? Now, still in that case, you spend a lot of time in zone 1 in a road race, unless you're in the break, obviously. But zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, it starts to curve, so it goes down, and then it almost curves, not as much as that, but there is like a slight curve going that way. So it makes you think, do I need to train like that? You know, if I'm doing road races, do I need to train every zone? Well, in a way, yes, but what you find is, I've got a guy now who wants to do the Pan-Celtic race, which is basically from the south of England, across Wales, Ireland, and finishes in Wales again. And it's going to take him around 10 days. I've looked at data from a lot of riders who've done ultra-riding events, ultra-distance events, and what they tend to do is spend a lot of time in zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Now, as the days go on, they spend more time in zone 1. Why? Because they're getting tired. But what you see is, even though they're not riding in zone 5 and zone 6, that doesn't mean they shouldn't train there. So the reason being is that if you train there, you're in effect lifting everything else, because in short, you're increasing your fitness. So when lifting everything else, it means you get faster in zone 1, and then you get faster in zone 2. Now, this is when it comes back to the Zwift racing. If you can get faster in zone 1, or more efficient, and in zone 2, you can do what I do, and have a lot of grey and blue in your graph. Now, that's not for everybody, I know, but I know some people comment saying, Ed, your live streams are boring, there's too much grey and blue, there's not enough multicolour stuff going on, it's boring. Well, I'm sorry, I can't help but be fit, basically. So, the fitter you are, the more grey and blue you're going to see. And obviously the more you're sitting in, the more blue and grey you're going to see. But, you know, it massively helps, because when you do go hard then, you know, you are going hard. So that's kind of the way my thought process is for a lot of this training. I fancy going to Titan's Grove. Oh, I swang. He was in that race. Any of you still here, or have you left me? Awesome. So have they been like surges into zone 5 and zone 6? So like steady state, zone 2, zone 3, and then boop, boop. Oh, Phil Lovett's giving me a ride on. Okay. Wow, that sounds hard. That sounds hard, but yeah. No, it's still good. Yeah, still good. Those sessions are good, Robin. Ruben. Yeah, well, I think sweet spot's got its place, but it depends what you're training for. I mean, you get very good at riding, at that steady state, because we've been doing turbo sessions down our cycling club facility, and when I first pitched the idea that we'd start, we used to do them every winter, so we did them last winter. So I pitched the idea and I said, I'm going to throw together some interval sessions, and every Thursday night we'll go down there and a couple of people will rock up and we'll do the sessions. So my first session was 30 30s times 5 straight into, I think, 4 minutes or 5 minutes at 95% of FTP. So if you can find a way of spicing up those sweet spot efforts, I think they'll be better for you than just doing sweet spot effort, because it'll give your body a different stimulus than just riding. See what I mean? So another good one would be like riding at 95% of FTP for say a 10-minute block, and then pop into like 130 FTP for like 20 seconds every 3 minutes, but keep the actual block short, because if you do that for like a 25-minute, 30-minute block with those pops, you're going to be fried. I've done them. I worked up to 45 minutes. It was hell. It was horrible. You can do them, but boy, they are hard. 25 mile TT. What time are you hoping to do the 25 mile in? I'm doing some TTs this year. First off, any sessions where you're working above that effort that you're going to sustain for the 25 are going to help you get fitter and faster at the 25. If you want to work at the 25 mile time, people immediately think, because a 25 mile time trial is usually an hour, people immediately think I got to do a lot of threshold work. But in actual fact, you're just training threshold. You're getting very good then at riding threshold. You're not getting very good then at riding harder, and therefore being able to ride faster at threshold. So we have a pretty lumpy, I call it lumpy. It's got maybe a couple of 30-second drags to get over, and then there's a similar drag the other side. And there's like, for us, the most efficient way of riding it is to go hard on the 30 seconds and then recover. And because it's quite rolling on a certain section, that's where you can go hard and recover, hard and recover. So this is where doing 30-30s and things like that will help you, even in a 25 mile time trial, because flattish roads, so you are probably better sustaining a steadier effort, but that doesn't mean that those hard efforts won't help you. They will definitely. Because I'm going to be doing, in the build up to Taiwan at the end of the year, I'm going to be doing a lot of longer effort, a lot of longer time trials. 25s will be a big part of that. 50s will be a big part of it. But yeah, a lot of it will be, I guess, you can you can always train threshold and sweet spot. You can train them any day of the week. But personally, I think, particularly if it's less than an hour, 52 minutes, if you're riding with a power meter, the intensity factor is going to be 1.0.5. So you're going to be riding at like 101, 102% of your FTP for 52 minutes. So, riding over threshold is going to help you more. And also, don't forget, pacing. Pacing is going to really help you. And the thing is, if you've trained your higher end zones, you'll be able to deal with the uncomfortable part of the course. Let's say if you have a headwind on, you will have to press on over threshold. Maybe as much as 105, 110% for 4 minutes to get out of the headwind. So it's not just the hills, it's also the wind you got to think about. Yeah. Definitely try it, Robin, and let us all know on a future stream. Yeah, from time to time. As I said, like you can try it once a week, but I know, some people with life stresses, work stresses, everything, it's harder to balance, so maybe once every 10 days, a really hard session. Yeah, now this is it, Ruben. So it's easy to train for, not easy. When you've got like the Marmotte, the Tour de Stations, all these events with big climbs, it's almost easier to train because you know what you're dealing with. Gonna be an hour plus of basically sweet spot, and then recovering on the descent and simulating in training. Using the hairpins, I love it. The art of Zwift is brilliant for different over and under efforts. Thing is, what I'm doing this year, and what I'm training for, I think it speaks to a lot of people. The Alpe d'Huez, Marmotte, the Taiwan KOM, all these things that mere mortals can do. Anybody can go out and ride these climbs. And by showing my training and explaining things and hopefully having fun along the way, then it'll help you as well. So if you go out and do it, you'll know that what you've done is similar to what I've done, for example, and you can have confidence in it, and you can share the journey and things. So hopefully it pays off. Well, it will pay off. Desert Flower, Titan Grove. I did say Titan's Grove, but yeah, let's go that way. And come back on the flats. So what are you all doing? Where are you? You're home? Work? What's going on? Ah, nice. That's what I like to hear. Jumping on Zwift. I know. Sorry, Robin. All these drops are accumulating. Is it worth me spending it on anything? Like level 27. Thank you, Sir Al. Like, these drops are slowly ticking up. I won't mind spending them, but if I'm going to get to a level where I can use them better, then should I wait? Ah, yeah, it's going to be a while to get to level 33 though, don't you think? Although I'm nearly at level 28. I try my best. I don't know whether I explained it yesterday, but like how it worked. I know Ash had a dropout, but if I explain that situation, so if that happens in a race, basically we're coming into a downhill before you hit that last ramp, and I saw on the right hand screen, I could see Ash was obviously 5 seconds back or whatever it was with another guy, and I thought, okay, something's happened, but we're just gonna have to ride with it. The guy I was with, he kind of pulled the turn into the bottom, and I thought I'll use the speed, and I had to go early. I was going to go early anyway, but if you go early and there's a gap to the, when I say a gap, it was like 2-3 seconds, because they would rush into the back of you. I had to go then, because if I'd left it, they would have got in draft, and then, anything could have happened. So I had to go early to maintain the gap, so the draft wasn't there. That's generally how, that was perfect, apart from the French guy staying with me, and then overtaking me. But then I managed to do him in the sprint. Yeah, he did tag me in a rematch, yeah. Tension. Yeah, I definitely, it's not about, for me, it's not about rematching, because I just enjoy racing anybody and everything. So, yes, I've raced against him again, but I don't think, it's a difficult one. I think when it's spontaneous, it's more fun. I think if you build a lot of hype around it, like I know Vegan Cyclists and Cam, when they did their Alpha Zwift race, I think they're two very strong riders. It's difficult for there to be like an in-between course that suits me and Ash. So like they were two fish out of water racing on Alpha Zwift, Cam and the Vegan Cyclist, because neither of them are technically climbers. So you know, for me and Ash to find a climb, not a climb, a route that allows us both to be kind of, I guess, on the back foot, so that nobody knows what the result's going to be. I think it's difficult to find a course like that, because Ash is quite strong in a sprint, and, you know, short, big efforts, and I'm kind of more suited to the longer stuff. I don't know what to like that. The Cam and Lawrence went on the Col de Rats, or Col de Rates. That was interesting. A long time ago now. So bands of climbers have asked me if I want to have a go at the KLM on there, which I think a lot of pros raced up in the Tour of whatever it was, Tour Valencia. Yeah, way less than Ash. Only a little bit, I think. So, I don't know, band of climbers have got some big ideas. I'll be something like 2 weeks out from my assault on Sacalobra, so I could be in good shape or I could be tired, you know, I don't know. I'll still have to go anyway, because it's only like a 30-minute effort, or at least the K wherever it is anyway, so have a go at it, see what I can do. Look at this guy. See him 6 places ahead of me. Miles off the pace. I love that. Just 2 hours, Paul. So half an hour left, but you're free to leave. Do you need to be good at hills, Robin, or are you mainly focusing on flat things anyway? Shall I do the mountain bike route? Shall I do it? Coming up to it, am I? Should we do it for a laugh? So we've got to have at least 3 people who want me to do it. Yeah. You still get strong riding on the flat. I did a lot of my training for the National Hill Climb on the flat. So there's not really a need to train on hills to get good at hills. Shall I have a go then? Will it save my ride? I don't want it to restart. Don't think it will it? Okay, we're coming up to it now. I'm gonna get my app. So do I have to come at it from the other way? No. Just to turn around and come. I've only ever done it once, I think. I'll go along here, then I'll turn around. Yeah. Here we go. This is not great at all. I've done this once before, by the way. I'm gonna have to put something under the. It's not very. It takes a lot to turn it. Let's go. Sorry. Okay. Max difficulty set. Oh yeah, paper's a good idea. We're okay in a minute, we're okay. Oh, I'm flipping nailing it. Oh, I gotta press on. Oh, big drop. Through the bend. Hit the blue arrow. Blue, blue, blue. Oh, I missed it. Oh. Yeah, we're done. I don't want pedaling. Inside line. Oh. Okay. Bit of an effort up here. Plenty of stars in a minute. I need my feather suit. Surely I hit the blue then. Yes. Right. Steady away. 100 watts is getting us 34k an hour. Blue line. Blue line. Oh, we've only got 4 left. Oh. Can you imagine a race on this? So, it's taking my mind off the ride for a minute. Anyway. Steady on. Oh no. I might need to change gear. Whoa! You're not gonna get 600 watts. And rest. Oh, you just come up the rock. Nearly over it. 3 lanes are maximum. Okay. Steady away. Need the blue line. Oh, down the, through the blue. Around the corner. Another star. I'm doing kind of well, yeah. So you don't see this kind of stuff on other people's streams. Oh, get a load of that. Look at this. No, it's not the first time. I've done it once before. I don't think you can call that experience though. There's the blue arrow. I can't even remember where the arrows are, so I've done well, to be fair, to remember them. We've got one more star left, like. Nice easy gear. Because this is brutal. I'm going to catch the guy there 26 seconds. Oh. We're closing in. Where is he? There he is. No. I gotta get the last gold star. Everything's come down to this. Question is, where is it? Oh, did I get it? Yes! Yes. How well does steering work? How interested in my steering? Yes, because it was fun. Okay, enough of that. Go for the KOM. I don't. Whoa, who's that? I don't know if you can do a U-turn. I know. Not going up the other way. Oh, it's the first day of the Saudi tour. Cow's got a picture on Instagram. First race for Barney McLaren. First edition of the Saudi tour. Oh no, still got the... Get over it. Up. Up. By the way, I don't know if you know, but a band of climbers are doing a Strava challenge this week. Basically, see how much you can climb in a week, and then they'll pick anyone in the top 100 of the leaderboard to win a prize. I think it's 3 people, I think it's 10 people. Spot on, 100 minutes. Easy peasy. 20 to go. Maybe. Actually, I might call it a 45. I'll do 1 hour 45 and then I'll do a 15-minute warm-up prior to tonight on CV Arcade. So that should do me. Hope you don't mind. No, I can't race the Pro-Am. Our team didn't get in. Apparently we asked, and then we never got a place, which is unexplainable to me. So I can't race the Pro-Am. Yeah, it's a big shame. Oh, nice, Robin. Epic. Yeah, it's not just about Lionel though, is it? It's like all the guys I've raced against, like Invitus and Madison. Well, they're not happening anymore, but you know what I mean. What route is it tomorrow? Tonight? Is it the... Oh, Harrogate. Lovely. Yeah, Johan. Bit of both. We've done a Zwift race earlier. It was about an hour long, and just finished off with some steady riding. But it didn't go full gas in the race. Yeah, the Pro-Am, yeah. Got 2 minutes left. So I disembark. Yeah, you'll see me doing a really good lead out, and that was about it. Ooh, that is interesting, Keith. I do change my Zwift setup. Not a lot, to be fair, but I do change it. Currently, I think I'm on the S-Works with the funny 4 whatever they are, 4 whatever zip. The ones that've got like funny dips going around. So yeah. $454, that's what, Keith. Fountain of knowledge, that was actually quite a long time. I felt like a long time anyway. Thank you for keeping me company though. It's made the world a difference. So that's it. Probably won't be on Zwift for a while now. Probably not until the weekend maybe. So I might see you then. I'll see you on Strava, one of the two. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.